For this video, we bring you 10 movies that are easy to find since they are all available on YouTube. Let's start. Number 10. Patient 7. A renowned psychiatrist selected 6 patients with mental problems as part of the research for his new book. They are all extremely dangerous. But once he starts using his unorthodox methods, the question of who should really belong to the mental institutes begins to surface. The story will focus on Dr. Marcus. This prominent psychiatrist who selected these 6 patients for this personal investigation and interviewing them one by one discovers unimaginable horrors. But one of them is going to lock all the horrors together.
They have no idea of the evil that walks in this world.
Number 9. Logan. In the year 2029, the mutants have practically disappeared. A tired and despondent Logan lives retired in the Mexican city of El Paso and is a shadow of what he used to be. He makes a living driving limousines and get over drunk. His companion in exile is Professor Charles Xavier, who is also in his last days, since he is sick, disabled and with deteriorated mental faculties, and Logan is the one who takes care of him. But Logan attempts to hide from the world and forget his legacy will end with the appearance of young Laura Kenny, a girl who seems to have the same powers as him and who is being persecuted by dark forces. This would force Logan to face a villain from his ancient past, on a mission of life and death, a movie that we can also find on Disney+.
She needs our help.
You are
Someone will come along.
Someone has come along.
Number 8. Train to Busan. The South Korean hit follows a group of passengers aboard on a high-speed train from Seoul to Busan, where the outbreak of a deadly virus begins to turn people into ferocious creatures, hungry for flesh and blood. And of course, those on board must find a way to survive. One of the most intense and hectic zombie movies ever made. This adventure from director Yeon Sang-woo focuses on that small group of passengers forced to overcome their differences to stay alive and keep their loved ones alive. This film was a complete success and also had a sequel, which did not generate as much interest at the first. A movie that is also on Netflix, but if you don't have the platform, you can find it on YouTube. If you like the movie tops, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to never miss out on more videos like this. Number 7. Pathology. Medical students at Philadelphia University have devised a preserved game. Each of them will try to carry out the perfect crime, while the rest of the students try to find out what caused the death. Pathology tells the story of Ted, this medical student who joined one of the most prestigious pathology programs. Being a student with almost perfect behavior, Ted is drawn by these companions to a game in which they will try to find out who is capable of performing the undetectable murder.
We're animals. It's our nature to kill.
Number 6. The Last Train to Auschwitz. It's the year 1943. The Nazis went to rid Berlin of Jews definitively, and more than 70,000 Jews have been deported from the city. In April 1943, a train with 688 Jews assigned in cattle cars, leaving the Grunwald station in the direction of Auschwitz. It doesn't matter if it's young or old, the journey to death lasts 6 days. And a fight begins on the train against heat, hunger, and thirst. In desperation, some try to escape, among them Harry Newman and Ruth Zimmerman, but time is short, and the concentration camp is getting closer and closer.
Weitermachen! Sind Sie wahnsinnig? Stehen bleiben!
Number 5. Southpaw. A movie that was fashionable in the Netflix catalog a couple of months ago. The film focuses on Billy Hope, who is a boxer who had managed to reach the top of his career. is undefeated and holds the title of world champion in the light heavyweight category. Hope has his loving and understanding wife Maureen and their daughter Laima, but his life is going to change completely when he is intimidated by Riel, another boxer, and an accident breaks out that will scar his family and leaves him physically, emotionally, and financially devastated. Although Hope has fallen out of favor, the boxer doesn't give up and turns to Tychus Willis, a trainer who retired from his professional work, is dedicated to training amateur boxers. So Hope will realize that if he wants to get his life back, he is going to have to face his past and regain faith in himself.
Baby, you ain't never been a real man.
Let that go. Let's go home.
How about I take your belt?
Number 4. The Man Who Knew Infinity. Tell us the story of a 25-year-old taught genius who failed in college due to his almost obsessive and isolating study of mathematics. Determined to dedicate himself to his passion despite the rejection and ridicule of his classmates, he enters the Cambridge School under the tutelage of Professor G. Hardy, an immense and eccentric mathematics professor who recognizes his brilliance and will fight tirelessly to get the recognition his pupils deserve. With Hardy's help, his work evolves in such a way that it will revolutionize mathematics and transform the way scientists explain the world. An astonishing true story of the unique intellect whose theories arose from obscurity in a world on the brink of war.
Don't you know what I've given up to be here? I have nothing.
Number 3. The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. Benjamin is not a child like everyone else. Unlike the rest of the newborns, he comes into the world with the appearance of an 80-year-old man. And due to his strange nature, his parents decide to abandon him at the door of a nursing home. Time doesn't pass in the same way for Benjamin. The years make him younger. The film focuses on the story of his life, a life in which he will work in many places, in which he will fight in the war, and in which he will meet many people who will make his life a truly special journey. But the most special thing in his life is his love story with Daisy, a woman who has known him since he was a child and has become the woman of his life. The problem for Benjamin is that as he gets younger, she gets older. Number 2. The Illusionist. The film focuses on the character of Eisenheim, an illusionist who had a series of supernatural powers and with which he caused a great fascination wherever he goes. His show revolutionized all of Vienna, an area that needed some kind of incentive to encourage the visits of a greater number of tourists and thus achieve a good impact worldwide. In this city, by the chance he meets the love of his childhood, Duchess Sophie, a woman with whom he had an extraordinary relationship for many years and for whom he still feels a deep attraction that is really difficult to control. But she is married to Leopold, a duke, who is going to try to ruin his wife's elopement with the illusionist. Will he be able to prevent the passion from prevailing over common sense?
He's proven to be more than a magician.
Do you claim supernatural power?
Perhaps I'll make you disappear.
Number 1. Apocalypto. It's a film set before the arrival of the Spanish conquistadors during the declining Mayan Empire and narrates a war where a town captures a group of indigenous people who lived in the jungle to make a ritual sacrifice with them. When this is going to happen, an eclipse of the sun takes place that is interpreted as a sign from the gods for the sacrifice to end. But the prisoners are not going to be released, but have to fight for their own lives, escape in a frantic race, stalked by arrows and spears. The protagonist of the story hides in the jungle and put all of his survival tactics into practice. With great direction by Mel Gibson, excellent photography and music, we can find this gem on YouTube. What other movie can we find on YouTube? Let us know down in the comments. Here we leave you with more videos like this.